Hi. So I'm gonna do the draw my life thing that everybody's been doing recently, but I don't have a whiteboard, so I'm just gonna use pieces of paper and a marker and hope that it turns out. Okay, so it starts from the beginning when there was a beautiful lady and she was a nurse, and a guy, and he was a writer. And two of their friends were like, hey, we think you guys should date. So they sent them up on a date, and then it turned out that they really liked each other. So they started dating a long time, and then they got married. And then when they were married, they had a baby, a little bitty baby girl with blonde hair. Oh, that's a guy. With blonde hair, and they had a bitty baby, and that was my sister Megan. And then the whole family was like, yeah, we're pretty happy as a unit, so we're gonna move all over. And then this is the hemisphere of the earth. And so the family moved all to different places of the earth, of America, and all over, because the man, his job was all working everywhere. So that's what the family did. They were like, we're gonna be a unit and just go all different places around the world. And then they thought that was fun, and then they came, well, not around the world, just around America. And then they came back to Canada and was like, hey, let's just take all this love we have and this slightly taller child and make another child. And that was me. They made me. I'm right there, I'm the little one. And then we just kind of stayed as a unit for a little bit. And then the unit moved to another city. And then when they were in that city, they thought, hey, let's take all this love again, and this slightly taller child and this slightly taller baby, and make another little baby. And that was my sister, Jillian. So it goes my mom and my dad and my older sister, then me, and then my little sister. And that is my family. So then now this big unit of 5 just was happy. And we lived everywhere. We moved from Guelph, we went to Mississauga, this is a long word, to Toronto, to Oakville, to Milton, forgot about Milton, and we decided, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna take all our love and just move every so often. So my family growing up moved a lot. And then when we moved to Oakville, I was about 7 when we moved to Oakville. So I had already moved 5 times before the age of 7. I had already moved. So we were in Oakville. I was 7 years old, and we were living and we were chilling. And then when I was 8, the man and the lady decided, you know what? We're not really that in love anymore. And then they got a divorce. And then that's what happened. So my mom ended up moving again to a house in Oakville. So move number 6 for me and my sisters. We moved. And we lived partly with my dad and partly with my mom. That was how it was going to be. So when I was 8, the 4 of us, me, my mom, and my sisters, moved to another house. And then we decided that house wasn't very good, so I moved to another house. And then that house wasn't very good, so we moved to another house. And we were going to have to move again, but then we bought the house that we were in. So this is us. This is me at age 8, and then we moved, and then we moved again, and then again, and then again, and then again. But now we're going to stay here, and this is the house. The backdrop for all the videos is in this house. And so we decided that we're going to stay here. And the mom and the dad didn't remarry or anything like that. They just kind of stayed as little units on their own, but with the kids sometimes. So like we're in the middle. That's us. And then they share us. They could be holding our hand. There you go. See? The dad shares us with the mom, and then we're together. That's a little thing. So, life is, pretty good. When I was little, when I was 8, and I heard about the divorce, it made me sad. And it was very, very sad for a long time because, when you're a little kid, you kind of feel like your parents, they're superheroes. My mom with like a little cape on. She's a superhero. And then when you think that they can they're going to withstand through anything, and then something happens, like they lose their cape. So, sometimes I just can't, mom on it. They lose their cape, and then you get sad, because you're I don't know. I was really young, and I didn't really understand a lot about divorce, a lot of question marks. And it just was one of those things that I was so young, and I was just kind of oh, okay. So that made me kind of sad. But then, I had a lot of great friends. I met 2 really amazing people named Bailey and Daniela. And they kind of were like my rock through my whole issue there with that. But that's okay. Because whoa! Lost you! Clumsiness is also another thing that has been part of my life. We're getting a really close interaction here, aren't we? I'm excited. I don't know about you. There we go. Clumsiness is another part. But the most important part of my life, I'll put some exclamation marks on this one. The most important part of the life, woo, was that in grade 10, after we moved all those times, we just kind of stopped, which was good because I was in high school, and I didn't really want to move when you're in high school because now you have all these friends and you're part of clubs. I was in plays, and I sung in the choir, and I played clarinet in the band for a little while, but then I stopped because my workload was really heavy. So I had I was part of a lot of clubs. There's my clarinet and my singing and my drama. And I don't know, I was just kind of happy where I was, because we had moved around so much, which I was used to and didn't mind. I actually like moving quite a lot. So I suppose moving is a good thing. Put a little thumbs up. Moving's a good thing. Kind of looks like a bear, kind of. Like a bear paw, kind of. I don't know. So, yeah. We were happy. Yeah. The unit was happy, I would say. Like every unit, we had our issues, but 1, 2, 3. This unit has glasses. Yeah, so we were a happy little unit right there. Even though we were broken up, we were a happy unit. Anyway, back to some part. I always had a really hard time as a kid figuring out where I belonged, because I kind of was good at I was a little tiny bit good at everything. So I could kick a ball, but I couldn't run really fast. And I could sing, but I wasn't the best singer in the class. And I could draw, but, I wasn't Picasso or anything like that. And I was, good at computers, but I couldn't fix a computer. I wasn't that good at it. So I was just, kind of good at a lot of different things, as you see right here. So you got the soccer and the pencil and the computer. That's a computer. So I was never really sure kind of what my thing was. I didn't really have a thing. I just kind of did everything and did it half-ass. That was kind of where I was at in my life at about grade 10. But then I realized something about myself, which helped me greatly. So we're just going to do little boxes now. When I was in grade 10, I met this girl, and she was the coolest person to ever live on earth. Like, I'm talking, she had really cool hair and really cool clothes and a really badass attitude. And I was just like, she is so cool, she must have it all. And I just really, really, really wanted to be her friend. And I would try so hard just to be her friend. And she did the tech for all of the plays, so we went to like the same parties together and stuff. See, she did tech, I did plays, so she did all, so we went to the same parties, and we had some of the same friends, so like, I don't know. But every time I got around her, I just got really, really nervous, and I couldn't say anything. And I thought that was really, really weird, because my whole life, I had just been such an outgoing person, would just talk to anybody at any time ever. But for some reason, I just couldn't talk to her. She would stand there, and I'd just be like, holy shit, oh my god, she's like centimeters from my face, and oh my god, what am I going to do? That sort of thing. So I thought that was really weird. It was really weird. And then one day, she was playing the music at this school function we were having. And I was kind of standing off to the thing. And I was looking super fly. I was looking awesome. And there was this boy there, too, who was like the hottest boy in our grade, pretty much. The best looking boy. And he saw me. See? She's doing the music, that's me looking fly. He saw me and was like, damn, oh my god, Allie, she looks so good, oh my god. And so he like came and we hung out together like all day at this music thing. And I was like, aw, this is really awesome, because like, what if he likes me? And then we could start dating, and then we'd be like a thing, and we'd be really happy, and like, it would be awesome. And so I was thinking, yeah, you know, I could totally see myself with this guy. Like, he had all sorts of awesome qualities, and we were in a few of the same classes, so that was fun. But then I kept thinking, like, I have all these feelings for this guy. Like, he makes me happy, he's cute, he likes music, I don't know, other things that matter. He's smart, funny. I was like, all of these qualities that this guy has right here, the girl also has. And then I was thinking, that's odd. And so I thought, okay, well, if I could see myself with him, and they're kind of pretty much the same person, could I also see myself with her? And then that freaked me out. I was like, could I actually be with her? Like, be with her? Like a girlfriend type thing? And so I like kept thinking, oh no, last piece, baby. And then I kept thinking, and I was like, you know, maybe I could be happy with this person, you know? And we could be together, and it would just be an okay thing. And that would be fine, you know? But I was still really confused, because I had never even considered that I could be gay, or I could be with a girl before. I could never even, ever never thought about it. So I got really, really, really scared. And I called my best friend, and I was crying on the phone to her, and I was like, oh my god, I think I like this girl, but I don't know, because my feelings are odd. And then she was like on the other end of the phone, and she was all like, it's okay, it doesn't matter, because even if you did, that's just really awesome. So this is like me crying on the phone because I was so scared. And then this is my friend, and she was all like, it's okay. Her head doesn't really look like that. She's like, it's okay, don't worry about it. And we're holding cell phones, and that's what's going on there. So I was like, oh my god, like, what am I going to do? And this was like in June. So school was pretty much over. School was over. So all summer, I spent all summer thinking and self-reflecting and just asking myself tons and tons of questions. Like, have you ever liked anyone like this before? Is this like something that you're okay with? Like, growing up, my mom had a lot of friends who were lesbians and were married and that really loved each other, and I never saw an issue with it ever. Like, I was always so cool with it, and I thought that, oh, that's awesome, you know. I didn't think it was a different thing, that people thought it was different. Because to me it was just normal. It was just how life was, that some people were with guys and some people were with girls, and that was okay. So I spent 6 months just thinking to myself and not talking about it to anyone, and just kind of being to myself about it until I was absolutely 100%, that's how you know you're legit, when you're 2%. That, you know, I did like guys and had boyfriends in the past, but I also liked the idea of being with a girl. And so I was like, okay, well, you know, it's either one or the other, you know, you either like guys or you like girls. So I did a lot of researching, and I found out something I didn't know before, which is a term called bisexual, which is when you like both guys and both girls. You're bisexual. That, you can't really see that A, but that A is there. And so I thought, you know, this seems right. This feels right, you know? So I went and I talked to my 2 best friends in the whole world, and I told them that, hey, you know, like, I think this is what's going on, and I want to know how you feel about it, and I want to know what you think, and I want your input. And they were really excited, and they were really happy for me, and they were really, really supportive, and probably the best people to talk to about it ever. And I thought it was amazing that they were like that with me. But they said, you know what, you should wait and, like, test it out, you know? Because you never know until you try. Because I had been with guys before, but I had never been with a girl before. So, with that in mind, I was like, okay. So I was just going to kind of keep this to a few amount of people, and just kind of wait it out. And if the opportunity to be with a girl came up, Jesus, this is long, then, you know, I would be with her. So anyway, so I told my mom, and she was super supportive of it, but I knew that I could never tell my dad because he's not that supportive of that sort of stuff. So that's okay, though. Everybody is different. So there's that, and then every so often, you know, I would find, like, oh, like, I think I really like this girl, and, like, discovered what kind of girls I'd be into and stuff like that. So, and then on New Year's Eve, I decided, you know what, new year, new life, let's come out. And I did it, it's really a bad way, and I hate it. So I just kind of, on Facebook, I just kind of changed my interested in to interested in men and women. And then that was it. Pretty awesome story, right? I know. So after that, I just kind of started talking openly about it and stuff like that, which was really cool because everyone was really supportive of it, and I only got chirped like 3 times, so that's pretty awesome, I think. And then in grade 11, I met my first girlfriend, and she was this pretty girl with long blonde hair. She had glasses and a really fun smile, and that's her right there. And she had just, you know, hadn't come out to anyone yet, except for, well, like a few people. And she messaged me anonymously on Tumblr, and then y'all know what Tumblr is, on Tumblr, and saying, like, oh, like, I'm really interested in you, blah, 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 blah. It was, like, this big, long message that I read, and then I was messaging her back. I was like, hey, like, I'm single, like, let's hook up, or, like, let's talk or something, like, meet up. And then she revealed herself to me, and she was, like, this girl at school who's really popular and, like, on student council and stuff, and she was this big kid at school, and I was like, oh my god, like, I never thought it could be you in your entire life. Oh my God. And so, yeah, and then we went on a few dates, and it was really, really nice. And then she came out, and then we started dating, and we dated for 5 months, which was pretty awesome. And that was really confirmation for myself, and I think for her too, that this was the kind of lifestyle that we wanted to live, you know? Like, it was the first time I kind of really was with a girl so I could actually figure out if that was what I was with. And it's what we figured out, which was really awesome. And right now, what are some things? My name's Allie. I'm 17. I'm in grade 11 still. The place where I belong is with the LGBT community and in plays and singing somewhere, anywhere, and just helping people, because I think helping people is the best thing we can do, because my ex-girlfriend helped me a lot, and I feel like I helped her a lot too, and that's a really good feeling to know that you help somebody. So that's my life story, and that's as far as we're at right now. That's it. Thanks for listening.